Hey guys, thanks for doing this. As always, I'll start with you, Bo. What does that goal and that win mean for this group after what all of you guys have gone through, you and the organization and your families over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, no, I couldn't be prouder of our guys in that room. The way they manned up tonight and stuck with the process and willed their way to that win. I mean, obviously to score that goal and to get the win for the guys, and not only the guys, the organization, our families. It definitely felt great.
And Braden, I've got to ask you about that save in the third period where you kicked your legs up and held it out. Is that just sort of a reaction in the moment, or how did you see that play come together?
Yeah, it's just one where you kind of anticipate the pass where it's going to go. You try and cut it off, and then it kind of just popped up, and luckily I was able to keep my eyes on it and able to keep it out of the net somehow. It's I don't know, those ones are fun to make sometimes.
We'll go to Horvat Holtby. Farhan, are you there?
This question is for Bo. Bo, what did you think of the save? As you saw it, what did it do for the guys on the bench? You got the sense afterwards that it really kind of gave you guys some energy for the final half of that period.
No, I mean, yeah, that was a great save. He does that sometimes in practice, and to see it live in a game, it was pretty funny actually. Yeah, we always tease him to do it when he does stuff like that in practice, and to pull it off in a game was pretty special. So again, I think it did give us some energy, and we came out and put it the rest of the third really well.
And Braden, how important is it for you? They're going to wind up needing you more down the stretch than maybe the way things were looking before the break, just given the number of back-to-back games and things like that. How much can you build off a performance like tonight for the rest of the season?
I think it was just a gutsy effort from our group. I think it was one where we all just decided, you go out there, you give it absolutely all you have, stick together, and we believed we were going to have a chance to win, and it was a fun one to be a part of. I think everyone had to contribute in different ways just to get on the ice and compete, battle. I think everyone did that, and that's why we were successful. And now it's just got to do that moving forward.
Next up is Ian McIntyre.
Bo, what was the energy level like on the ice? I don't mean enthusiasm. I mean literally physical energy. It seemed you guys competed really well. If some shifts got longer, then it got more difficult. But just how did it feel versus pre-sickness?
No, it was tough. I'm not going to say it was a breeze by any means, but I felt once the game got going and you got some shifts under your belt and you got to adjust to the speed again. They got a fast team over there, so it's either catch up or get left behind. And I felt, I'm just speaking personally, as the game went on, I felt better, and you could tell as soon as we got our legs under us, we started to feel more comfortable with the puck and started making plays.
Do you like the idea that because of what you guys have been through, not many people are expecting much from your team at this point?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, when you hear that kind of stuff, it just fuels the fire, and just makes you want to prove people wrong and prove to ourselves that we're going to give ourselves a chance to win every single night. And every single guy wants to win in there, and we proved that again tonight.
Next up is Ben Kuzma.
This one's for Braden. Your last start was March the 20th in Montreal. You had a 40-save night on an overtime loss. It's been a long time since you've been in the net. I just wonder what this does for you. I know you've been in the game a long time, but such different circumstances with COVID and symptoms, not seeing shots. I mean, it's so hard to replicate or mimic anything in a brief practice. How much did tonight mean to you on a personal level?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously something that I've never been through before, and none of us have. So it's, it was one of those where I think all of us just tried to get out there and do everything we can. We got a couple breaks in the first period, which I think we needed. So, you take everything with a grain of salt. It was a good game. I think we battled hard. Myself, there's still some things there that showed some rust and that kind of thing, and got away with. And in a day like this, you need that, and that's okay. So I think we're just happy to pull off a win. Winning creates some energy, some much needed energy, I think, that we're going to have to use to push through this schedule we have ahead of us.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll take two more here. We'll go first to Ken Campbell.
Yeah, Bo, I mean, it's obviously been a very bizarre and in some ways disappointing year for your team, and we don't know how all of this is going to play out over the next little while. But regardless of how this season ends, I'm just wondering what a game and an effort and a result like this does for this group, for this organization, for this team.
Yeah, I think under the circumstances and kind of what we went through, I think it gives our group a lot of confidence. And I think we needed something like that. Sorry, I got the speaker going here. Yeah, I think we needed something like this to kind of drive us here for this next, like Holt said, the schedule coming up, because it's not going to be easy. And to give our group confidence right away, it's going to bring some excitement in our room that we need, for the games coming forward.
All right, and lastly here, we'll go to Thomas Drant.
Braden, excuse us. I wouldn't ideally ask this after a game, but can you walk us through what the last 2 weeks have been like for you and your family?
Yeah, obviously not that fun. Some tough days. I think my wife is still dealing with it, so it's and you wouldn't wish it on anyone. It's no joke. So we all went through it together. So that's it's not a positive, but it's one of those things where I think we all realize the seriousness of it throughout the world now, and it's a crazy experience. We're just fortunate to be mainly through it now as an organization, and you don't wish it on anyone. So hopefully the protocols and everything the rest of the year work.
Thanks, Braden. I appreciate it. Just to follow up, it's obviously your first season with this club. When you look at the last 2.5 weeks, did you learn anything about your teammates or the organization going through this?
I mean, we were stuck in our house with no one else around, so I don't know. I mean, that's maybe going forward now, because we're all in this grind together. I think we'll see who's gonna man up and push forward. And I think tonight was a good indication that's going to be a lot of us. So I think tonight we learned more than probably the last couple of weeks.